Hey guys, are we live? Cello Guru Marcy Brown here with Country Music on the Cello, session number 2. Here we are, session number 2, Country Music on the Cello. So this is Always on My Mind. We're going to work on Always on My Mind today a little bit, okay? Today we are going to do some work on the melody and some work on the bass line, and we are going to combine those, okay? So let's just start right off here, okay? Write name in the chat where you're joining us from, and we will get going here. These are short sessions. Everybody can watch them later at your leisure. Let's start with the melody, and we're going to spruce up the melody a little bit. Actually, let's do that second. Let's jump right into bass line and then we'll do melody, okay? So, hi Adrian, nice to see you. There's Ryan, hello. Okay, let's do our bass line. And we're gonna go all the way through on the bass line, okay? I'm gonna make references to the melody, but let's just start with that. Then we'll spruce up the melody a little bit, then we'll put those two together, okay? So I'm going to make a bass line. You can make whatever bass line rhythm you want. That's one you could do that's pretty easy. And let's just see if you can follow that all the way through, okay? You can make whatever bass line you want. Hi Danny, nice to see you. From Brazil, very, very cool. We're gonna do the bass line. We're gonna follow the chord above the chart, okay? You can figure out whatever rhythm you wanna do. Is a good one. Let's try that all the way through. If you have a different iteration of that rhythm, you can do that, but let's try and do it all the way through, guys, okay? You ready? So 4 beats per chord, right? In general. Sometimes it changes 2 chords per bar, right? But let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. This thing keeps popping up on my screen. Okay, you guys ready to do the bass line? Let's do it. Everybody's going to write in the chat where you're joining us from and say hi to us, okay? Let's do the bass line. 1, 2, ready, go. Second bar. Third bar. Now we're going to do an A. You see it's got an A7th over the 4th beat, so we're going to change chords on the 4th beat, okay? Let's try that again. This time we'll keep going, okay? So this is one whole bar, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, okay? I don't know, is that rhythm easy enough for you guys? Let me know, put it in the chat if it's difficult to do that dotted rhythm. Depends on who's playing it, right? That works well with this piece though. 1, 2, ready, go. C sharp. Now we've got a B. Now, you know if there's a slash, like if it says G over F sharp, that means it's a G chord with the F sharp in the bass, okay? And you don't always have to, you can hit the G if you want. The F sharp is usually a leading tone that bass line well, right? But you can play the root of the G chord as well, or the top note that's written, like where it says D over A, you can play the D, or you can play the A. Depends on what you hear in your ear, okay? Okay, let's see who else is here. Okay, looks like there's 10 viewers. You guys write who you are in the chat, where you're joining us from, what your level is, okay? Because that helps me to know how to design these very short sessions, okay? Hi, Barbara. Greetings from Germany. Aloha or Danke. No, hello. All right, so I have to work on my German a little. Das ist sehr schlecht. Okay, so we are doing the bass line, then we're going to play the melody, then we're going to combine those two, okay? So let's try this rhythm. Hey, Lori. Nice to see you from CA. We're going to do the bass line all the way through. I was going to sing a little with it. My voice is cracky. But let's try it all the way through, okay? If there is something that says A/C sharp, you get to choose if you want to play the A or the C sharp. It means A chord over a C sharp bass note. But that's not set in stone. You get to choose. Hi, Shu. Nice to see you. You guys ready to play through the bass line? And then we can do the melody. 1, 2. I'm doing this rhythm. 1, 2. Ready, go. Second bar. A, I'm doing. Bar 5. Bar 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go on. Letter B. B. 21. Sorry, let's do 21 again. Ready? Go. G. Let's do that line. That's a little bit tricky. So. G, F sharp, E, A, O. Yeah, and then it repeats, right? Letter C. No, wait a minute. Sorry, I'm confusing you guys. It does repeat. It repeats at bar 21, right? It's the same thing. So let's do bar 21. It's going to start with the D chord, and then it's got one beat of C sharp. So you can either nail that C sharp on the 4th beat of the bar or not. Let's do bar 21, okay? You can stay on D if you want to. You could go to A if you want to for the 4th beat. 1, 2, 21, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, B minor, A, now let us see. C sharp, goes to a C sharp, right? And then D, then E, F sharp, G. Okay? So let's try bar 34 out. You guys ready? That's what the melody's doing. Let's do bar 34. Ready? Go. B, C sharp, E, F sharp, G, A, D. And 38, same thing. Okay, so that might not be, hi Tracy, nice to see you. That might not be the rhythm that you do in your bass line, but that was easy for us to work a little bit and follow it. So again, these things are not always what we're going to do when we play it, but we're working on our technique and our abilities, and we get better every time we assign ourselves a task and do it all the way through the piece, especially if it's a little bit of challenging. So listen, I want to reiterate, guys, this is a messy study. Improvisation is messy. You are supposed to fall off and wipe out and get lost. That is your goal, right? That means you're pushing yourself a little bit and then you jump back on, okay? Especially if there's a background track going, you jump back on and try to stay with it. That's the whole fun of this. It's like riding on a train, you know? So let me remind you, the two most important things in improvisation that I have found are to meet yourself where you are, that's one, and to challenge yourself. You know, I can help you with whatever level we're on. Everybody's at different levels, but really you have to do this for yourself. You have to meet yourself where you are. You have to be happy wherever you are. It doesn't matter where you are on this trail. It makes no difference. And then from there, you challenge yourself a small amount so that you're moving forward. Okay, that's the most important thing. All right, I wanted to play the melody today, and I wanted to ornament the melody. I want to tell you the easiest way to make the melody your own. There's a million different ways, but the easiest way is to add a rhythm to it, which I think we might have done that last time, I don't remember. And or to add slides, slurs, and schmears, okay, into the melody, and bends, because we can, we're a string instrument, right? Piano can't do that, you know. Other instruments, a lot of instruments can't do that. We can do that. We can slide, we can schmear, and I'm the queen of schmears. And this is country music, right? So it might sound like you might put a little grace note. Do it from the top. So let's play through this melody once, and I want you to put schmears, grace notes. You can slide into notes. Right? That's bar 9. You can do that, or you can do... Just play with it, you know? You can slide into notes. Try to hit the note better than I did. But let's try it. Let's play all the way through. I'm going to jump on the bass line a little bit here and there to let you play the melody a little bit. Rhythm is very challenging for me. This is great. Oh, good, Adrian. See, I never know what's challenging. Everybody's different, right? Let's do our melody with grace notes, schmears. I want you guys to identify what you're going to do right now. Is it going to be a schmear? Is it going to be a grace note? Are you going to just slide into things? Or just take it as it comes along? There was a tech mishap. Oh, you guys had trouble getting in. That's interesting because I was there and no one was there, so I just left. I was like, later for you guys. Listen, I want to reiterate before we do this. This is your melody, okay? So I just want you guys to have fun with it and smear around a little with it, all right? And even if it's just a little bit to start with, that's how you start getting more comfortable, all right? You guys ready? I'm gonna play the melody. I'm gonna jump on the bass a little. I want you to keep going with the melody, okay? I'll go back and forth. 1, 2, ready, go. 3, 4. That was unintentional. Here we repeat. We're gonna have some fun. Okay, so let's go on because there's nothing written here. We'll do the solo next time. Letter D, okay? Are you bending? Are you sliding? Are you having some fun trilling maybe? Grace notes? Letter D. Ready, go. 2, last line, 1, 2. Okay, so you guys are getting the idea of sliding into things, right? Okay. Sliding into things is really fun. It gets people's attention. They're like, what are they doing? They're like, ooh, that person has a lot of confidence. They are willing to smear and slide around to have fun. So it's kind of fun. Slides are super fun, right, Adrian? Plus they help you get the pitch, right? So there's one more thing I want to do with you guys today, which is combine the bass line and the melody. This might be a little bit challenging, I realize this, for people who have not done it, or maybe it's not challenging. For me, it's run-of-the-mill. but I do it all the time, right? So, schön. Daniel says schön. Good, which I suppose means beautiful. Thank you, Daniel. I'm hoping it means beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to look at the melody, see where there are quarter note rests. We are going to access the bass line, which is written on top of the staff, where there's a rest. You're filling in the musical part, okay? I was kind of doing that last time, and if you guys can't do this, just play the melody and start to see how it will work, right? Shu says, schmears make me think of bagels and cream cheese. I know, a bagel with a schmear. I know there's a song called The Bagel with a Schmear. I know, Shu, it makes me hungry, right? Okay, so we're going to combine the melody and the bass line, all right? So it's going to be something like this. I'm going to start with bass, which is on top, right? The note's not written out. C sharp. You see how I'm reading the chord chart on top and then also playing the melody. Now you don't have to play the complete melody, and you can go back and forth. Just see what happens, okay? Let's just do the first line of that, okay? We're thinking of reading the melody notes and filling in the bass note when nothing's happening. You'll know when nothing's happening in the melody because you won't be doing anything, right? You'll be like, oh, nothing's happening. There's no band playing or anything, right? So we may as well fill in with some bass notes, right? Let's play that first line and see how that might sound. D, now melody. Now we need some bass line because nothing's going on. So you could hit the A or the C sharp. And then B, right? You see it? There's a rest. Here comes the A chord with rests, right? Or you could just play this. Default to quarter notes if that's easier for you, okay? Let's try that first line again. You guys ready? 1, 2, shoo, I'm hungry. Starting to get hungry for bagels. Let's do that first line. You ready? We're going to start with the bass line. Ready, go. C sharp, B, melody, bass low, bass note, B minor, melody, bass, E, 3, 4, G, right? Bar 13, A, melody, bass, and let's go on. Now let's do the beginning again. C sharp, B, melody. I told you guys it was messy. A, B. E chord. It is beautiful, isn't it? E minor, G, A. Let's go to letter B. section, it's hard to keep the bass line going and hold the long note. 2, 3, 4, 2, and the bass goes. So you really have to pick the bass or the melody there. Let's try it. Either one. Ready, go. Letter B. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Letter C, let's just do the bass line. We'll solo next week, okay? Repeat to C. C sharp. Second ending, G sharp. This is the G chord. Letter D. 3, 4, 1. G. A. Melody. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last line, slower. 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay guys, so listen, this is an imperfect study. It's super messy. Write in the chat if you were able to do that at all. It's okay if you were just holding on with the melody and once in a while dipping down for a bass note at the beginning of the bar. For example, the very opening. You know, there's no need, there's no reason not to play that bass note. Because we can fit it in, right? Sometimes you can't fit it in with melody, like that middle section, letter B, where you have to play them. You kind of have to play the melody, right? But this is very messy. Every song is different. Every song I kind of goof around with it and say, oh, where can I add the bass line? You know, the bass line just kind of pops into my head. Or it's written out in the chords here, and you can find it from the chord chart too, right? You are allowed to do whatever you want. You guys can add parts that you remember from these songs, you know, just from hearing them, like you might remember some of the band parts or something like that, and you want to add it in here because it's a part of the tune, right, in your brain from how you remember it or from how it goes, right? So you can figure out how to add that in while playing the melody, or just drop out on the melody and play that part. It's all okay, but the tune keeps going on. The chords keep going. You don't stop the chords, okay? You get it? Ruth says she's holding up learning how to follow the chord chart. Yeah, that's what it all is, hanging in there. I love it. Good. I love those hanging in there, holding up. Are you are you hunkering down to get through Always on My Mind? You know, it's a messy study. It's a fun study. It's exciting. It's engaging. Don't be depressed about it, you know? Like, that's our old perfectionist. We don't need that perfectionist right now, right? We need to just figure out where we are. Meet yourself where you are. That's rule number 1. Meet yourself where you are. That means you're not going to lecture yourself about how you know nothing and how could you have spent your whole life not even ever learning where an A is on the cello, and all these kinds of thoughts. They're not helpful. They're not useful. We just let them be there. Okay, thought, that's fine. I know you're trying to keep me safe, but let's come up with the thoughts that are going to allow us to take the action that will actually move us forward, right? Because we want to move forward, right? This is an amazing study. It's so fun. Tracy says it's coming. That's good. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing is just figuring it out for yourself, whatever level you're at, and then pushing yourself to get better, right? Um, okay, so that was good for today. We did the bass line, we did the bass line with the rhythm. We did some schmearing a little bit, which is available to you always. And then we combined a few of the bass notes in with where there was a hole in the melody, right? How do you know where to put a bass note in? When you're not playing anything. It's like, oh, I can put a bass note in here, right? Okay, so that's good for today. I want to remind you guys that Monterey Cello Congress is happening June 8th and 9th. We are collecting cellists right now as we speak. I want everybody there. Even if you can't make it, I want you there anyway. I'm not taking no for an answer. We want everybody in Monterey the 8th and the 9th. The music is up for Monterey in the special Facebook group. We are doing Eleanor Rigby. We are doing, well, I put Hallelujah in there. I'm not sure if we're going to do that. Bach Brandenburg number 3, Beethoven Symphony number 7, the Funeral March. And Game of Thrones is in there. I haven't played those, but I put the music in there. So, just want to remind you, Monterey Cello Congress is happening. If you cannot go, which I think you can all go, but if you can't go, please print out a flyer and put it up somewhere. You can put it up online in one of your cello groups, post it online, copy it, post it online, or put it in a coffee shop or a music store near you. People come from all over, so it would be super helpful to me if you guys will do that, okay? We are collecting cellists for the Monterey Cello Congress. All right, guys, I would suggest playing this with Willie Nelson. Put him on and play along behind him, because you will learn how to fill in a bass line while he's singing the melody, and then you can play the melody with him too. So fun. Really, really fun. Okay, guys, it is nice to see you. Write down your biggest takeaway as you go out here. And I will see you guys. I'm going to leave it on for a minute, but then I'm going to check out. But it's going to give you a minute to write your takeaway, okay? Like, what are you learning in here? You're also allowed to ask me if you want to work on other things on this, because we have 3 more classes on this. Yay! I didn't keep it down to 15 minutes today, did I? Oh, well. Okay, guys, I will see you guys on the next one. Write down in the chat what your takeaway is. I don't see anyone writing. These classes are free, but you have to have some enthusiasm or you're never going to get anything out of them. So give the energy back, you guys. Here I am with a ton of energy. Give it on back. All right? I will see you guys in the next one. Shu says, that was fun trying to switch. Yeah, it's fun, isn't it, Shu? It's like riding on a roller coaster, really. And merge the bass as well as the melody. Fun, right? But I think there's 2 people from Germany here. Barbara and the other person. Ruth says slides and schmears. Yeah. Well, we're cellists, right? Why would we not use those? It's okay to experiment. Yeah, not only is it okay, Shu, it's important. That's our goal. Our goal is to wipe out, okay? The more you wipe out, the more you're going to learn. You can't learn something until you wipe out at it, in improvisation anyway, okay? Okay, guys, I will see you guys next time, and I will see you in Cello Nation. Everybody post in Cello Nation. Right now, Adrian's winning the free lesson, but someone else could come up from behind and beat her. Again, by posting in Cello Nation, every time you post, it registers, and I look and see who posted the most, right? So Shu's on the list. Shu was like 3rd or 4th. Adrian's number 1. What? That's right. Adrian's number 1. I forget who else was on there. Oh, yeah. Son was number 10 on the list. It's fun to see all you guys. Okay, guys. I'm going to go take Biscuit out and eat lunch. Nice to see you guys, and I will see you in the next Cello Nation Live, okay? If you want to work with me, I have a few intensives available in April, so message me, okay? Okay, guys, and if you're watching this later, write in the chat so we can see who's getting benefit out of this, okay? All right, guys, see you later. Over and out from the Cello Guru.